Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Amanda and this is my channel Amanda's Daily Home, where I share cleaning motivation videos, homemaking, cooking, cleaning, all that good stuff. So today I've got a lot of cleaning to do around here. I always have cleaning to do. I've got 4 boys. We have a really busy household, so we are always on the go. If you've been watching for a while, you will remember that we just moved into this house, this new house that we built in November when it was like unfinished. So we've been just working away at the house trying to get stuff done. Jeff is juggling working, coaching the boys in hockey, and I'm juggling just mom life and trying to keep things clean and organized while living in a house that's not totally finished. So it's like 98% finished, but there's still like closets to finish, trim, paint, like little things like that, some backsplashes, like wall outlet covers and things like that. So as I'm going through the video doing my cleaning, you'll notice those little things. And if you continue watching over the next few months, hopefully not years, but over the next few months, hopefully you guys will see that we're starting to get things done here and there. So we just finished tiling the mudroom. You will see that in this video. We're going to be working on the living room and finishing off the fireplace, so that's going to be exciting. Yeah, just stuff like that. So lots of little things getting done here and there, but I'm going to get started because I finally have nobody at home. Jeff is out with the kids. They've got some hockey training and stuff like that to do, so they're working on that. I'm getting some cleaning done, so I'm going to get started.
First thing I want to do is get my new patio lights up on my porch. I really would like to use this on the back deck, but that's not built yet. We are hoping to have that done next month if the craziness slows down. But for now, I will create a nice little inviting space outside right here on the front porch. These lights are from Olney, and they have some of the most amazing lights for outdoor patios, backyards, event lighting, and Christmas lights.
All right guys, so I'm gonna put the string lights up on my porch since we don't have the railing up here yet. We will be getting the railing eventually, but as you can see, everything around here is under construction. So I'm gonna start right there, and then I'm just gonna have to probably run a small extension cord from the bottom of the string lights to the plug-in, which is just down there. So I don't have a ladder out here. I'm just going on the bar stools. It should be fine, but wish me luck. Okay, that one's up. So I'm gonna go to the next wooden post and put another nail in, and I actually don't have any nails, so I'm just using wood screws, just putting them in gently.
I'm using the 50-foot 25 bulb waterproof and connectable G40 set. It was a perfect fit for this space. This set is ETL listed and IP45 waterproof, which can withstand snow, sun, wind, rain, and extreme temperatures for outdoor use. It's also made of plastic, which is impact resistant, so the bulbs won't break and scatter glass shards where people and kids could step on it. Not to mention, it will last way longer that way. So now that I've went ahead and strung the lights all the way over here, I noticed that we have a plug-in up here. I totally forgot that we put a plug up in the roof, the ceiling, whatever you call it, of the porch. That way we could string Christmas lights here. So had I looked up and remembered that, I wouldn't have had to go take it all down and string it the opposite way. So I already have done that here. I didn't want to film that all over again, so I just went and reversed it, started the plug from the other side, and just ran it all along this way, and it turned out actually even better because I just left the extra coming down along that post there, and it just looks super lovely like this. These are going to be so amazing when the back deck and yard is done. I love how the ends are connectable, so you can literally light up the whole yard by connecting more string lights, up to 16 sets on one plug. And you don't have to worry about energy costs because these are LED and they use barely any electricity, and they create such an amazing, warm and inviting ambiance. So I'm going to link these in the description box for you guys. I have a 15% off coupon code there for you as well. They are already priced well, so these are a great buy. Okay guys, so I mentioned before that I would show you guys what I use to deodorize our hockey equipment. So this can go for basically anything that is stinky. So what I got to use is from a commercial supply store, cleaning supply store. This is called the EnviroCare Liquivac, and it is a biocatalytic digester. So any kind of odors, I'll show you guys. Any kind of odors, it like basically eats it up. So it's to eliminate odor caused by, this is kind of gross, vomit, spoiled foods, decomposed animals, animal waste in areas as garbage cans, waste receptacles, locker rooms, carpet, etc. So anything like ultimately stinky, like sweat and all this stuff listed on here. So this will get the stink out. You only need a little bit of it. So I'm just going to, I accidentally made the hot water a little bit too hot. You're supposed to put it in cold water. So this should be enough now. It's warm in here. So I'm just gonna set my setting to cool. Make sure the water is not too hot because whatever is in here, I don't know, it's like some sort of digesters. They have to be able to eat the smell. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that into the water and then let it soak. Okay, so let's get some work done in the kitchen. I've got to start with wiping my counters. I can see that the floor is a little bit wet there. I didn't even notice that. I should have mopped that up right away because it drives me crazy when we leave any moisture on the floor because we have hardwood floors. Mind you, these floors have kept up amazingly well, especially considering the fact that we have 4 active boys running in and out of the house all the time. And next up, I just want to tackle all of the dishes. Basically, the island is clean. The counters are mostly clean except for the area around the kitchen sink. So I've got some dishes that need to be washed. I have to finish loading up the dishwasher and then just wipe the counters and that whole area there. So I'm just going to hand wash everything here. I've got my drying mat out. Just going to go ahead and tackle these dishes and get them out of the way. Now, one of the boys brought in our cooler that we had at the beach, so there's a bunch of sand that came in with it. So I'm just going to have to wipe this up, but I don't want it to go down the drain, so I'm just going to carefully wipe it up and then throw it into the garbage. And as I got distracted, I accidentally pushed the kitchen tap towards the back and left it running for a second. So it was just spilling water everywhere. And we have to be careful because our trim goes right up against the kitchen counter. And this is the first time I've ever gotten any water where it didn't belong in the kitchen. So once we finish painting the trim, we will put a bead of caulking just at the bottom of the trim to prevent moisture from ever getting like in between the trim and the countertop.
try to figure out who I am. Not sure what I'm doing here, and the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood.
I'm just working away over here trying to clear off the countertop in this area so I can wipe that all down, and then we're just going to work towards the stove and then the area beside the stove.
You're the one who can make it go away. All you have to do is look at me. Sometimes I can't breathe, but it feels like you're the one who saves me.
So right now I aim to try to get everything done in the kitchen before the evening hits, because we get the evening sunlight coming into the kitchen, which on hot days can make it really hot in here because our air conditioning is not yet hooked up. So our air conditioning should be hooked up in a couple of weeks, but besides that fact, we are going to need to get blinds in the kitchen to prevent the heat from coming in anyways. So we did call somebody to come in and just kind of give us a quote for the rooms that we want blinds in, but the person is on vacation. So we just have to wait till he gets back, and then he can come in and take a look and kind of give us some recommendations. I'm thinking I would like the blinds that kind of go up or down in the kitchen. That way we can just kind of block the sunlight, but if we still want to have the view or anything like that, we can just adjust the blinds to how we want it.
Feels like you're the one who saves me, the one who saves me.
And hopefully soon our cabinet maker will come back and put the kick plates on the bottoms of our cabinets. We did have some leftover casserole that we already had second helpings of and nobody really wanted anymore, so I had to throw that out. Unfortunately, I also had to throw out a crumble cookie because it got forgotten about. That's from when we went on our last hockey trip, so that just went in the garbage. And then I'm just wiping down the rest of the kitchen counters here. This is like my favorite part because it's getting close to the end. I have like one dish left to wash. The counters are almost clean, so I'm just going to keep working away. I've just got a few Rice Krispies left here, so I'm just going to cut up the rest of them out of the pan and then put them in the little cake stand display case that we have here, and then I will just get that pan washed. And I should mention that nobody was home at the time that I was filming this video, so after they got home, those Rice Krispies lasted about 10 minutes and then they were gone. So I probably should make another batch because they're just a really good quick treat for the kids to have. Alright, so I wanted to get dinner started. I'm starting a little bit later than I wanted to, but that's okay. It's summertime and we usually eat a little bit later on the summer evenings. So I'm making white chicken chili. This recipe I actually got from the TikTok feed of Jet Set Farmhouse. So she made a white chicken chili in the crock pot. I'm using chicken broth. I think I ended up using 2 containers of chicken broth, a couple of cans of corn, a couple of cans of white beans. I think I used 1 can of navy beans and 1 can of white kidney beans. And then after that, I just turned it on, and then we ended up going out for a couple of hours to do some fun stuff with the kids. So I basically left the kitchen looking like this, but at least the crock pot is on and the beans are cooking. We went to the roller rink for the kids to get some exercise. This one is really cool because it's got like a concrete slab. They were able to get some exercise, and I just walked around a little bit. The bugs were pretty bad, so we stayed for a couple of hours and then we headed back home so I could finish dinner. Okay, so we're back home now. Those beans have been cooking. While we were out, I made a quick pit stop at the grocery store. I didn't have white kidney beans, so I picked up a can. So I'm just going to rinse those out and throw them in the pot. And here I'm just squeezing a lime to get lime juice into the pot as well. Now this recipe is so easy. I'm only using 2 seasonings, which is cumin and chili powder. Now when Jet Set Farmhouse shared this on her TikTok feed, she did not add the recipe or any amounts, so I'm just winging it. I'm adding seasonings until I think it tastes good, and this turned out really good. So if you're gonna make this, just keep adding your seasonings until it tastes good to you. And I forgot to film myself adding the heavy cream, so I'm adding cooking cream, which is 35% heavy cream, to the soup just to make it nice and white and creamy and just give it that nice soft flavor. So once that is done, all you have to do is add your shredded cheese, add some lightly crushed tortillas, some chopped avocado, and some sour cream. And that recipe was a hit. Everybody actually loved it. I wasn't quite sure, but it was super yummy. I will be making it again. Alrighty, so now that everybody is fed, it is time to get the kitchen cleaned up again, because it seems like the kitchen is like a never-ending mess. I get it clean and then it's time to cook another meal. I get it clean again and it's time to cook another meal. So on this night, thankfully, we don't have to rush anywhere. I want to make sure the kitchen is pretty clean before I head to bed. On this night, we had a beautiful sunset, so I got to clean the kitchen with this gorgeous coloring in the sky. I love looking out the window when it looks so beautiful out there. So I'm just spraying down the kitchen counter. Jeff just finished his bowl of soup, so he just put his dish in the sink. The dishwasher is currently running already, so I've just got a couple of dishes left in the sink. Lighting a candle is one of my favorite parts of cleaning the kitchen. It just makes it so warm and cozy and clean. So I just actually picked up that candle from Bath & Body Works the other day. I can't remember if I mentioned it in my last video or not. I don't think so, because I just got this a couple of days ago. But that scent is perfect for this time of year because it's got the fresh scent of blueberries, but yet the pumpkin gives it a little bit of a warm twist to it. So I'm definitely going to buy that one again. So in this bowl, I've got all of my cookie cutters. I just unpacked it from one of the boxes. So I'm just filling a big bowl with some hot soapy water because I just want to give them a good wash. And then I was just trying to decide how I should store them. I might choose some containers from the dollar store and just do like seasons or whatever, like themes. So Christmas, Halloween, etc. So I'm thinking that's the way I should store them. Now the boys just came over to me. Emmett just got some Gatorade on his swim shorts, so he just wanted a little bit of stain treatment on that. And they just came over to say good night before they head off to bed. And I'm just going to finish up in the kitchen here. So I won't be too much longer. I'm also going to set all of these cookie cutters out on a towel to dry overnight. All right, so now that the cookie cutters are all laid out to dry overnight, tomorrow I'll probably go pick up some containers to store them. But now that that's done, I will go ahead and just wash the floors. A lot of traffic in the kitchen today, so I went ahead and did a quick vacuum and then just mopped up any of the yuckiness over by the sink area. And then tomorrow's a new day, lots more cleaning to do. I'm really hoping to get that living room set up soon. We do have our new couches waiting for us to be picked up, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. But before I go, I did want to show you guys a quick clip of our mudroom. This was a couple of days ago. Jeff was tiling the mudroom, so we put down the curdy board. I think it's called curdy board. And then Jeff went ahead and tiled it. We painted it. We are going to do built-in lockers in here, but that will come. So this is what it looks like right now. I just washed the floor in there, so it's a little bit shiny looking, but super nice. I'm so glad to have this space finally done. Well, not quite done, but at least tiled and painted. But that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Bye!